Hello and welcome. It's Ruth here at Artful Stampin, back in my own home and studio. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you all. And I'm hoping the sound is okay. I've got my mic plugged in. Huge apologies for the atrocious sound on my husband and Matt's broadcast last night. Esther and I purchased a mic from town, and it turned out that the mic actually didn't work at all. And all it was doing was contributing to the awful echoey sound that you heard. So if I just double check, who's on here that can just double check my sound for me, just let me know how it's going. And look, this is my mic. Hello, 1 2 3, testing. Does that sound good? Now, when some of you say, "Oh, it's fine for me," and others then go, "No, it's not fine for me," at that point, it is out of my control, I'm afraid. I don't quite know what's happening when that happens. That could be a localized issue for you and your connection. It might not have anything to do with me. So Janet and Tina and Sheila and Jamie and Wendy are on. Hello. Now Sheila is usually the one that has issues with my sound. Sheila, how am I sounding? I've got my mic right here in front of me. Please do comment. Let me know what you think. So far, so good. Well, if Sheila says it's good, then that means it's good, folks. You sound better away from the mic, but I don't have a problem hearing you. Okay, well, no, the mic is in front of me. It's there. I don't want to be too close because otherwise it sounds a bit odd. But hi Pam, lovely to see you. Right, let me just increase the shine on this. There we go, that's better. Okay, right. I want to carry on with some of the experimenting. That might come in useful. I want to carry on experimenting with the idea of combining florals, so like watercolor florals, like Beautiful Friendship, with other types of graphic florals, and maybe some splatters today. So we're going to go very graphic, very yummy, very much my kind of area of enjoyment. Because I have some ideas for some other things, but I want to have a play with this idea. And I think just to make it a little bit easier, I am going to actually just cut this down now so that it's a bit easier for me to play with, as I do have a little idea of what I want to do. Hello, Linda. Lovely to see you. Hello, Esther. Hi, Ingrid from Germany. Is this your first time on my live? Oh dear. What do you mean, oh dear? Don't tell me the sound's gone again. Hi, Karen. Right. I'm going to get very inky, so I'm going to make sure I've got lots of paper on my desk. Hello, Christine and Christine. 2 Christines in the house. Marvellous. Right. So I'm going to start with what I find comfortable with these florals, and then we're going to go from there. I don't quite know how it's going to turn out, so don't ask me what I'm doing just yet, because I haven't got a clue. I'm just playing. Just got an idea, and we're going to play, and then we'll see what happens. Okay? Sorry, just getting a bit of a thread off my ink pad. So I've got the Memento Tuxedo Black ink here, which is a lovely black. Actually, I might play with the StazOn in a second, because I am going to be adding water to this, so it'll be interesting to see how it holds up with water, but we'll just go for it for now and see what happens. I'm very quiet. Oh dear. Is that better? Is it better when the mic is closer? Oh, the volume is low. Oh dear. All right, so can I just check? Is this clear with me speaking into the microphone, or is it not? Because it could be that my mic is just not working in my phone. Okay, does that make any difference whatsoever? It's muffled. Okay, I'm getting completely conflicting. All right, I'll have it close there then. All right, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to take my mic out and see if the mic on my phone is okay. There we go. All right, so I'm just using the mic from my phone now and seeing if that's any good. No difference, says Tina. Better, says Pam. That's better. Everyone says that's better. Okay, right, we'll stick with that then. Yay! Right. Right, I've just sprinkled very lightly some powders onto here. And it just so happens I had a towel here. No, I won't use my household towel. Just so happened I have that in my room, but no. Right. I'll just stick this mucky thing under there. And just activate some of this powder. Ooh, that's quite nice. We've got some, what's this, Daffodil Delight. So we're going to just pop a little bit of that on. I'm just going to allow it to run down the page a bit. Put a little bit more there. Let it run down. Okay, now I'm liking all these drips, and I don't really want to pat it off. If I pat it off, I'm going to lose some of the intensity of this colour, so I'm not going to pat it off. Just going to leave it. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to turn my heat tool on. So, hi, Alan. Hi. Hey, Joe. Lovely to see you. Okay, so we're just going to get extreme heat on this now to get rid of this water. And as I said, I'm not patting it, because if I pat it, I'm in danger of losing the intensity of the colour. And I like this drippy effect. I want to keep this drip. So we'll just keep adding heat. Hi Denise. Right, do remember you can share this out. You can just click that arrow button and share it out on Facebook, YouTube. You know, if you're signed up to YouTube, you can share it out onto your community page. Let's get lots of folks in here watching this technique, because it's really fun. Very artsy, if you like that kind of thing. Hi, Denise. Okay. I want it dry enough to be able to stamp on. So, hi, Teresa. Right, so I've got here some lovely lipstick, and I'd like to use the rose and maybe some of these buds from here. Maybe some little dots and dashes. Let's see, what else have I got? Oh, there's some really gorgeous little dashes, little spots in this stamp set here. So I'll get those out in a sec. A cold and grey Texas. Oh, yeah, I'm afraid it's still quite cold and grey here in the UK too. Lots of rain on the way back from my sister's house. Thanks, Donnie. Yes, they were fun, weren't they? I think they enjoyed it. Okay, I'm hoping this sort of is starting to make sense as I stamp these. All right, take care, Wendy. So I really am enjoying the idea of mixing the solid images with the line images. It's so pretty. And a few weeks ago, I would have completely shied away from this because I would have gone, it doesn't go, it doesn't go. But I've been seeing it in various places on like greeting cards and graphics and things like that. And it's just made me realize actually it can work and it does work. So it's really nice to kind of experiment a little bit more. So here I've got a really nice little floral stamp here. This is Lovely as the Day. And it's a really sweet little stamp set if you like your florals. I'm thinking it would be nice to go in here with, again with the black. No, this is not watercolour paper. This is the shimmer white paper. Good night, Christine. Take care. This is the shimmer white paper. It comes in a pack of 10. Okay, I'm just trying to ink up the flower on its own, so I'm just going to clean off a bit of that. Don't want the leaf, just want the flower. And have that flower kind of sticking out there like that. Well, I might put the leaf. Let's have a look. I wonder if that would look. Oh yeah, let's do the leaf as well. So just being very careful just to ink up the portions that I want to ink up. So I'm just going to make sure that's not inked up. Both me and someone else under Amanda's team both met our minimum in the first month of training. Well done, Steph. You'll have some fun products to play with. Okay, so these, it is a very different type of flower to these ones. So I'm just trying to make it look really part of what's going on rather than an afterthought. So I'm trying to tuck some of these flowers in here. Should I get in a bit closer? Okay. Oops, sorry. Right, and then there's these really lovely bits that you can kind of colour in your flower with. So let's use that. And, oh, what about, I'm wondering whether to use a yellow or something. Got another order coming in tomorrow. Only have I... Wow, is that all for you then, Steph? Or is that items you're purchasing for other people? This is Daffodil Delight, and the yellow I've used on here is the pigment sprinkles. And I have used the Happy Birthday to You stamp set, Lovely is the Day, and Beautiful Friendship. This yellow looks quite subtle compared to the vibrancy of the pigment sprinkles, but it does show up. It is happening. Yes, all for me. I'm trying to buy everything. Oh, and even I don't own everything, Steph. There's so much in that catalogue. Just buy what you like. Buy the things that you enjoy. Right, I'm wondering whether to go in now onto some of these flowers with some yellow as well, just to give them a bit of added interest. So just because stamp sets come from different sets, it doesn't mean you can't use them together. You can mix and match, use them as you need to use them. Okay. Right. And this is a really nice leafy thing. Oh no! Hi, Jan! Something keeps banging my stand. I think it's the spring that keeps... Something keeps making a funny noise, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm going to try not to bang anything or knock anything. I've got a wire, it's charging, so it might be that I knocked the wire of the charger. Sorry about that. It does look a bit like an English country garden, doesn't it? Yeah. It's a nice way of putting it. It's very summery looking, isn't it? Very spring summery looking. Well, I would stamp a bee on here, but a certain person has borrowed them off me. Maybe a nice little graphic butterfly. You're struggling with the volume now, Janice. Well, I am right next to the mic. Yeah, I'm right. It's right here. I've just, well, we had a bit of an experiment earlier and we realised that taking the mic out, my plug-in mic, was the best course of action. Right, so this is Butterfly Gala, which is a very sweet stamp set. I have done some stamp surgery on some of these. I am trying to speak a little bit more clearer and near the phone itself. Oh, little mosquitoes just popped onto my stand. Oh, off you go. Squish. Right. So I'm just inking this up very well because it's photopolymer, so. That's very pretty. Very pretty. And then we do have these pieces that you can colour in if you'd like to. But I quite like the idea of fading, just having some fading in the background. I think I might just grab some Flirty Flamingo. Thank you, Monica. And I'm deliberately not going to colour them in. I'm just going to have some sort of just doing that. That makes sense. Just, yeah. So it just gives a hint of them. So this is very much about pattern making. It's not about trying to create anything realistic. It's just having fun with the stamps and creating a beautiful pattern. And there we go. Oh, Mr. Tinnitus, go away. Yes, you're usually really good, Janice. Wow, that is super pretty. That would be really on a mug, wouldn't it? Can you imagine that on a mug? That would be nice on a mug, wouldn't it? Now, I did come back from Esther's with some plastic coaster things that I'd like to create designs to put into. And this is the sort of thing that I think would look nice on a coaster with a lovely verse or something. So, there we go. Right, let's just do a quick recap of what I used. So, colours were Lovely Lipstick, Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight and Granny Apple Green. And we used the Melon Mango and Daffodil Delight pigment sprinkles for that, with the Tuxedo Black ink. And the stamp sets we have used are Happy Birthday to You, but we use just kind of the edge of this piece here. Oh, I want to do some dots in a second. I mustn't forget to do that. Lovely is the Day, Beautiful Friendship, and Butterfly Gala. Get the little dots. Oh, good stuff. Can I zoom in a bit? Yes, of course. Can you see these tiny little dots? Oh my goodness, they just absolutely make it. Can you see that? Can Who'd have thought, eh? This tiny little stamp could add so much prettiness. Yes, of course you could use the brushes. Yes, 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 do use them because they last forever. If you don't start using them now, you'll have them in 20 years' time. They're really good value for money brushes. I still have some in my pot that I bought ages ago, and I've used them for many a workshop. And I'm not talking about just like little sprinkles. I'm talking about workshops with children and adults who just gone, you know. So honestly, those things are amazing. Just use them. Oh, shh, Audrey. We won't talk about ages. I used to wonder why the dots. Then when I made some one-sheet wonder, it truly made such a difference. Yes, Donnie, you've been converting. The way of the dots. This is so pretty. This makes me so happy. I love it. Such a happy thing. All right. Right, I want to do one more. I want to do a slightly different colour scheme. Similar thing, but maybe a slightly different colour scheme because I've got another piece of paper. Card. Yeah, placing it on black would make it really stand out. I've got to do that whole thing that Esther does with her organising her cardstock. That was so cool. I haven't got any black, I don't think. I've got a bit dark brown. Okay. Let's see the difference there. Okay. What did Linda say? I'm so happy you and Esther on YouTube. I'm going to take a long break from Facebook. Okay. You had yours for 5 years. I used Delicata dots for it on the congratulations card. Oh, lovely. What the metallic yeah, the metallic ink. Gorgeous. Right, let's move on. So this is my second piece of that shimmer white cardstock. So the shimmer white, if so, oh, I can't remember how much it is. It's about £8. Is it £8 for 10 sheets? £8 or £9. So it's not the cheapest cardstock, but I think it's worth the money for the results that you get with it. Just going to double check how much it is. Shimmery white, £9.25. There we go. Obviously, if you're a demonstrator, you get your discount. So 92 pence or 93 pence per sheet. So 93, well, I'll call it £1-ish. So that's 50p's worth of card. So if you were to cut that up, that's 25 pence of card. And then if you were to make a card bases cost about well, even maximum 20 pence for a base, maximum. So 20 pence plus 25 pence, that's 45 pence for a card, and then plus the ink, bit of ink, I don't know, 60p. So 60p for a beautiful card. I think that's well worth the money. I mean, we could try having a look at see what it would be like on the normal cardstock, but I've got a feeling it would be different. We'll see. We'll see if we've got time to do another play. Right, let's get some more imagery on here. Let's have a think. What go for? We've got that big floral stamp. There's this one here. But I'm a bit reluctant to go for this one because it kind of ends at quite a sharp, you know, it's sort of very squared off. I don't really want to go for that one. Oh, beautiful Promenade. This one is a very nice line. lined piece. It's got some nice leaves. Let's try that one. Right, how am I doing for the sound? Is it still okay? Audrey says, oh dear, I still have my first ever pack. And you've never used it. Audrey, are you the person that just said that you've got powders that you haven't used? Who said that? I've got powders. Right, guys, if anything, if you've learned anything from me tonight, anything at all, it's go and open your packs of shimmer white cardstock. You will thank me, honestly. Oh, just got ink on. Use it, chop it. Yes. Use it, stamp it, colour it, sprinkle it, then chop it. See, the difference between me and Kylie Bertucci is Kylie Bertucci is very sort of, you know, simple, not simple, what's the word I want? Clean and simple, not simple. Clean and simple stamping, isn't she? She's very much, you know, clean lines and all that sort of thing. So hers is love it, chop it. Whereas I am love it, stamp on it, scrunch it, dot it, spray it, tweezer it, then chop it. Oh, headphones make all the difference. Ah. Hi, Bev. Oh, yes, got to dot it first. Yes. Looks cute. Yes, Martina. Okay, right. So we've got a few of those images in there, which is very good. Then let's get some of these leaves. Ah, so plugging in is good. I have to stroke my stash and smell it for a good few weeks before I chop it. No, don't get depressed, because otherwise you're just collecting. You're not creating with it. You need to create with your stash. Okay, right, I'm going to stop there. Do some sprinklage. Let's go for a different colour scheme. I want to go for some of the blue and the purple this time. So we've got Bermuda Bay. Gorgeous grape. Oh, maybe a bit of granny apple. I'll see how it looks. Just tiniest sprinkle. Okay. Not quite coming. Oh, that's a bit much. Oh, that's too much. I'm going to move this around a bit because I know that that's going to go crazy. Okay. This will be interesting. Spray. Okay. Yes, it's so true, Janice. I say that. Okay, I am deliberately trying to get some of this colour off because it is a little bit too intense. There we go. Where's the green? Just got a little bit of granny apple on here. There we go. A little bit of zing. A little bit of spray. Okay, gonna get the heat tool on again, guys. Sorry about this. Excuse me. I'm really pleased that the black isn't running. I did wonder if the black would run, but it's not. What's e-transfer, Janice? What do you mean? Do we have to sign up for that? I'd have to look that up. No, it hasn't reacted, Janice. I guess I wasn't convinced it wouldn't for some reason. I don't know. So, but no, it hasn't. Okay, so now I'm going to just clean off this stamp here, and I'm pretty much going to use similar stamps to that I did earlier, and but this time with different colours. So I'm going to grab Gorgeous Grape. Some Bermuda Bay. Oh, do you mean backs transfer, Janice? Do you mean backs? Are you in the UK, Janice? Hilton? Yes, we can do backs. Yeah, just email us for the details. So my email address is ruthtrice@gmail.com, and Esther is. Are you Esther? Are you stampingstarcreations@gmail.com? Okay, so the purple is slightly murkier. Yeah, if you prefer to do, but I mean, you can do it from Canada. You may just be charged, you know, there will be a fee. Your bank account would charge a fee. I think. Is the blue colour part of another colour and a yellow colour too? So I use the pigment sprinkles. Now, what is really amazing about these pigment sprinkles is that even though it says gorgeous grape on here and Bermuda Bay, contained within these crystals are tiny little other colours. So the yellow that you're seeing here may be part of, I don't know, might have come out of the green one. So I use Granny Apple Green as well. So you never know what you're going to get, which is really exciting. That's a great thing about using these pigment sprinkles. Right, I feel like I need to brighten this whole thing up a little bit, and that's why I'm putting some of this Bermuda Bay onto here. Oh, no fee from your bank, really? If you do it directly into our bank account? Ooh, that's useful to know. Yeah, sure. Just email us, Janice, and we'll email you back. No problem. Thank you. Thank you in advance. That's very kind of you. We are so bowled over and grateful for all the different, whatever, from $1 up to more than $1. It's so helpful for us to be having do the sprinkles come off after drying? Yeah-ish, Bev, in a couple of days. It is helpful to have the odd little donation come in because it just helps us, be able to keep doing what we're doing, really. All right, I think some more yellow in here. So I'm going to use that stamp that I used earlier, that one, what I call the colouring in stamp, just to do some yellow on these flowers. So exactly as I did before. Just pop that into there. And I don't know, it feels like it's missing something still. Oh, let's do some yellow. We should do green. Oh, I might do green actually. Does washing your hair? Yes, always. So washing your hair always helps with getting ink off your hands because your hair acts as an exfoliant. Or if you've got a scrub or something, like a face scrub or a sugar scrub, that kind of thing, that always helps. But it does, to be honest, just going and having a shower and using the flannel and all that kind of thing, that all helps get it all off. It soon comes off as it's water based. So, oh, that's better. I like that. Okay, can you see that I'm with the Royal Bank in Canada? One must do a minimum of a $10 transfer. Yeah, well, if you're not, I mean, PayPal, we end up paying the PayPal fees, and we don't mind doing that. I mean, the other way around it is that you do a friends transfer. But that's up to you because we're not actually selling goods. It is a donation. So it's up to you if you want to do it as a friend's transaction. Obviously, you've got no comeback though. If you wanted that money back off us, you've got no way of really doing a claim. That's the only downside to doing if you're ever buying stuff off like Facebook or anything like that, never do the friends transaction, never, because if something happens, it's really difficult to get that money back. So don't ever do that. But if you are genuinely giving to a friend, then that's different. Right, let's get this butterfly in. Janet says, I love having inky hands. It makes me feel like I did something creative. Absolutely. Otherwise, we have no proof. Like, Tom's like, what have you been doing for the last half an hour? I'm like, no, he's never done that to me. He knows what I've been up to. Oh, I love this. Texture upon texture upon texture. Gorgeous. Do we need the butterflies? I wonder what that's in yellow butterflies. Oh, sorry. Yellow butterflies. Did you know you could use Walmart and transfer money? A $3 has to be cash, but they call it a different store. Ah. This is so you, is it? Right. Please have a go at this, everybody. Now, if you are not a member of Artful Stampin Space, my Facebook group, which is where a lot of folks are sharing projects that they've made that have been inspired by my channel, please do head over there and join in all the fun, because it's a lovely growing little community of folks who support each other and give each other thumbs ups for being creative. Right, I am very tempted to come back in here and put the lines from Beautiful Promenade. You see, Beautiful Promenade has got this gorgeous image here, and I kind of shied away from it because I thought we were going to get all the colour that we needed. I'm thinking we do need it, and it's got some really cool, I love these lines, so I'm going to add those in as well, just because I can. I'll clean this stamp up. Hiya, Sharon. She's watching while on a morning tea break. Fabulous. So I tipped the other day that if sending through the post after using sprinkles, put a clear envelope, as rain activates it again. Oh no! You have to use gloves. Oh, that's fine. As long as your gloves get dirty, that's fine. All right, I don't know how this is going to look, so I'm going to do one and then see if I need to change colour. Oh. That way. How do you seal your cards to the recipient? Oh, I don't think it doesn't come off. Once it's all dry, it's fine. But that's a good point about it being reactivate. You don't want it to get damaged if, you know, especially with the weather we're getting at the moment. It's probably a good idea to send cards in a cellophane. Okay, it's really subtle, really, really subtle, these lines, but they are there, and I think they look a bit better now. The ever-changing, I know, I can't stop. Loads of you have said, when do you know how to stop? I don't know, just stop and go. Right, what was the other thing? Oh, these lines, I love these lines. They're so delicate. I think they look like jewels sometimes, these. Like, they don't actually mean anything, these lines, but they just look cool. They're just architectural. Architectural? That's a word, isn't it? Look how cool is that? Oh, I love it. So groovy. Right, I want to do it to the other one now. Or maybe not. Oh, yes. No. It would look good. I'm trying to think where to put them. I'm just going to clean off that little bit there. Oh, an Arabian Nights garden. Yeah. I like the sound of that. Yes, it sort of makes it look a bit Eastern, doesn't it? Oh, hello, John P. Welcome, whoever you are. So is this the first time you've been on my live? They have a Zentangle feel about them. Yeah, slightly. I have seen some really lovely cards recently. Is it Martin Stone? He's a British demo, young gentleman, and he has done a really gorgeous card using black stamping with the water lily stamp set, and it looks very kind of lotusy and Eastern, and oh, it's beautiful. It's a recent card he did on his blog, and I want to try and emulate it a little bit at some point, but I don't have those stamps, so I was going to have it. Mind you, this one is quite a good one to do it with. But yeah, he's done some really beautiful cards recently. He has a YouTube channel as well. Right, there we go, guys. I am super happy with that. I need to make them into cards at some point. But I love it. Now, if you didn't want to use the whole section, you could quite easily cut this up into probably 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe put some extra butterflies in there. But you could get 4 out of that. So really, you're getting 8 cards from that one sheet. So you're looking at maybe, what, 12 pence a piece, which is quite good value for money. So, oh, you're going to say goodnight because your battery's dying. Okay, Jan, lovely to see you. And I hope the sound is okay for you. What kind of ink do I use? Right, so the inks that I've used on here, just to recap, I have used, so all the products I've used are from a company called Stampin' Up, and I sell all these products, and the link to the shop is in the description below. Don't go there just yet though, stick with me. So I used for the first one, let me just go over that one again. I used Lovely Lipstick, Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight and Granny Apple Green, so that's this one. And I used pigment sprinkles, which are these amazing pigment powders that you sprinkle on and then spritz it with water and it activates it. So I used Melon Mango and Daffodil Delight sprinkles. Sorry, I've got tape over them. It's because there's 3 holes in the bottle and it releases too much powder. So I've put tape over them. So I've just got 1 hole there. Then the second one, I used the Granny Apple Green, Gorgeous Grape, and Bermuda Bay pigment sprinkles. So they come in a set. All of them come in a set together. And I used Gorgeous Grape, Bermuda Bay, Daffodil Delight, and Granny Apple Green ink pads for these. Now, John, if you would like to purchase any of these products and you'd like to look at a catalogue, please email me at ruthtrice@gmail.com, and I'm quite happy to, if you're in the UK, I'm happy to send you a catalogue. I've only ever used, all I've ever used has been red and black. Oh, okay, John. Are you a crafter then? And I used, the black ink I used was the Tuxedo, Memento Tuxedo Black, and it's fade resistant dye. So it didn't react at all to the water, which was fabulous. And it's really clear. I love how clear it is. So, oh no, hubby's down with a flu. Oh, Donnie, you're coming. Ooh. Fab. Right, sorry, I'm looking at the questions. You filled, oh, you put the powders in a squeezer bottle. Ooh, works fine. Okay, that's interesting. Right, and then the stamp sets that I've used are Beautiful Promenade. So I've got this one here. I use a lot of. Then those lines and that leaf. Happy Birthday to You, which incidentally is actually a free stamp set. When you spend £45, you can earn this one for free. So if you like this one, just take note of the name of it and you can add it to your basket when you check out. Butterfly Gala. I used that one. That butterfly there. And I did actually I have cut them up. When you get them, they come with the little one attached to the big one. I tend to cut them up. Apart from, I haven't done it to that one, but the others I have. Because I find it easier to use cut up. Which you are allowed to do, of course, if it is your stamp set. Don't go around doing it to anybody else's stamp set. You can do it to your own. Beautiful Friendship. And Lovely is the Day. And that is it. I think. Yes, that is it today. That is what I used. That's not too bad for me, really. 5 stamp sets. Bye, Sharon. Take care. I'm finishing now anyway. Oh, I was going to have a quick experiment to see what it's like on a bit of plain cardstock. Let's have a look. What have I got? I know what, let's just do a little quick thing on here. I want to see what it's like with our normal thick cardstock. I'll just grab a bit of this. Yes, there is a punch for the butterflies. Yeah, it's a coordinating punch. So when you leave the butterflies together and you stamp them, you can then cut them out with the punch. Now, even if you do cut it up, it doesn't matter, because if you do need to use them together again, you just put them on the block back together. It's fine. Gotta run. See you, Linda. Take care. All right, let's just do a little bit of sprinklage. I do a little bit of daffodil. Oh, that's a bit bright, isn't it? Bit of melon. Okay, I'm going to just move some of this Daffodil Delight over a bit. Oh, I know what. Oh, yeah, look, I'll just put some by those butterflies. Right, now this will be interesting to see how it reacts. Different type of cardstock. So the cardstock I used on that previous one is the shimmer white cardstock. It's a thicker one. It reacts to water in a slightly different way. And this is your kind of typical cardstock, which is great for stamping on. And it dries much quicker. It soaks in water at a very different rate. So I was just a bit curious to see what would happen if we use the pigment sprinkles on that. And it's not terrible, the results. It's okay. It's just a bit different. So let's get some heat on this and dry it. Use it on wet paper. I know everyone says that. Use it on wet paper, but I don't know. It worked okay. I'm sure you've said that to me before, Martina. But I like the results. Hi Tracy. Oh, you're welcome. Martina's shouting at me all the way from Germany. I can hear her. Use it on wet paper. Oh yes, please do, Gina. Share the one sheet wonder. Oh, she's probably gone now, isn't she? If you take a brush and only wet some spots. Oh, yes, 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 you can do that. Yes, that does look nice. Okay, so I just want some roses in here. I found that they faded if I patted it off. If I wanted to, you know, if I wanted it to dry quicker and I sort of patted it off, then the colour would come off on the towel. So if you want the colour to stay intense, let it dry either naturally or with a heat gun, I found. I don't know if that... I wouldn't say they've lost their intensity when they dried, per se. Mind you, or even ink pads do that. When you first stamp that, it's quite dark and then it fades slightly. So I guess that's just the nature of colour and moisture and how that works. You know, like when you paint your room, you know, with watercolour, it's always darker going on than once it's dried for a while. Yeah, the pigment sprinkles that Stampin' Up do are slightly different to the Brushos, because Brushos are not made by Stampin' Up, they're made by another company. So thank you, Esther. Yeah, it would make a nice sort of spring kind of wedding card, wouldn't it? Just play with it and see how it turns out, Virginia. Let us know what you think. Oh, I've got a thing about things that hang. I love trees that hang. I love flowers that hang. So, oh, this makes me so happy. So the stripes are from Beautiful Promenade. It's very easy to miss them. Look. And there's also this diamond pattern, which is really lovely, and also this sort of half square thing. which you could probably use that as well. Hold on, let me just mount it. Okay. Like you could probably ink up just a portion of it. There we go. You can just do an individual one. Oh, I love how that's turned out. I've done it on thick cardstock, but what I might do is just cut that and remount it. Some Melon Mango here. Oh, sorry. Oh no. No, that doesn't look right, does it, on Melon Mango? Needs something a little bit more of a contrast. Like Granny Apple Green or something, but I don't have one cut at the moment. This is Pear Pizzazz. Yes, white would be good. Oh, it's still a little bit damp. A little bit moist. Oops. Okay, see you, Steph. Nice to see you. You like the dangles, Janice? I'm really pleased with how that turned out. And that is such a simple card to replicate. You know, if you needed to make loads in one go, you could just stamp a whole load. Do a one-sheet wonder. Have I got any glue? Oh, where's my... That's my pokey tool. Oh, there it is. Oh, this one's had the lid off it. More glue bogies, I know. This one is severely glue bogied. This one's making rude noises as well, this one. I think this is getting towards the end of its life. Right, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing and for sharing out with your friends. And if you're watching this for the first time and you'd like to purchase the products that you've seen me use today, please do head to my shop and make sure you use the current host code. If you haven't got a clue what that means, then just drop me a line. I'm quite happy to respond to emails, messages on Facebook, that kind of thing regarding host codes. It just means that when you use a host code, I get to get rewards from Stampin' Up that I just basically pass on to you. So you're surprised that Memento is working with that water. Yes, it's working very well. Very well indeed. It's fine. I know. I'm a dingle dangle scarecrow with a flippy floppy hat. I'm not singing that for ages, actually. I'll have to do that next week at Parent and Toddlers. Love a dingle dangle. I know, me too. I love a dingle dangle earring. So, right, there we go. So, if you've just come on and you've missed the replay, missed me, do go back and watch how I did these, because they were super fun to do and very, very satisfying. Very satisfying. So, nice to see you though, Karen. Yeah, go and enjoy the replay. And I get to see you guys soon. Right, so tomorrow is One Sheet Wonder Day. I have to think about what we're going to do. Not quite sure what time I'll be on, because I've got a church meeting in the evening. We're doing supper and songs. We're going to be learning some new songs and having supper, singing for us supper. But I should be back on it at some point. Yes, please do try it, Monica. Yeah, do pin it. You can Pinterest, directly pin my videos to Pinterest. Martina, it'll probably be around the 9:30, 10 o'clock. So it will be 10:30-ish for you. So yeah, I'll let you know though. I'll let you know on Facebook and so on. So lots of love to you all. Thank you for joining me and take care. Bye.